Talk to me, Arnott. Call me into AC-12.
Well, why go to all that bother when I'm only after a minor detail? The reason you took over a hit and run. Gates was with a woman in the cafe.
And you think she's his girlfriend?
Well, she doesn't appear in his statement.
She came to the station. They talked. Something felt odd.
Inspector Tony Gates. Do you know him?
I met him briefly at the police station.
That's the extent of your relationship.
The coroner set the date to reopen the inquest in the Kareem Ali shooting. You're going to be asked to testify. But the firearms officers are saying you sent them to the wrong flat.
I am the senior investigating officer on a double murder. That is proper policing, son.
Tony gave me back my motivation. He's a good man. You remember that?
Arnott's onto you.
I don't know how.
The hairdressers, Jackie. You might as well have hung up a sign saying launder your drug money here.
No, please don't.
Hey, this is happening, Jackie.
I think Dot and Morton are covering for Gates. He's got to be at Jackie Levity's right now. Get over there.
I'm on my way.
I'm a policeman!
No!
Gotcha.
Go ahead, son. Calm down.
What's going on?
I've checked all of the ground floor. I got here a few minutes ago to arrest her. Front door was open and there's blood everywhere. Look upstairs. What are you waiting for, Anna?
She's not up here. There'd be a blood trail.
My team.
Well,
What?
did you want to check the bedrooms or not?
Yeah. You should check the rest of these. I'm gonna have a look around the back.
Everything okay, son?
Yeah. Round the back, quick as you can. See if you can find her.
Right, boss.
Gates. Where is she?
I know as much as you do. This was a kidnapping or a robbery, a meeting, whatever. It went tits up. We're going to start a door-to-door and get the dogs out.
No. You don't get to lead this investigation.
You don't tell me what I can and I can't investigate. All right, son?
No sign of her outside, son.
All right. Get doorstepping, Doc. Nigel, lock off the house and set up a cordon.
Des Cotton? No, where are you? No, you're breaking up.
Can I help you, dear Sarnet?
No, I think I've managed, thank you, DC Fleming. Do this now, please. Dab some DNA.
Yes, sir.
Oi, this is my crime scene, not yours. Log him out, Deepak. And don't let him back in. Please.
Sorry, sir.
So tell us, Steve, what do you got?
Jackie Laverty went missing this morning.
Missing?
She was attacked in the home and now there's no sign of her. Look, she wasn't just hiding a hit and run. I've got strong reason to believe she was involved in money laundering.
What, do you think you can connect Gates with all this?
Call him in for interview, sir, before he's time to work out the story. I need 1 hour.
Good morning, Rita.
Morning.
I need to talk to you about a hit-and-run investigation that was taken over by DCI Gates.
You're AC-12, aren't you?
Yeah.
See, my union protects civilian support staff from talking to you, in case it causes undue stress and anxiety. Sorry.
I could always arrest you for perverting the course of justice. Take a seat. When exactly did DCI Gates take over the case?
When the information came through from County CID,
What information?
from missing persons, about Mr. Patel.
The victim?
When DCI Gates heard that Mr. Patel had been Jackie Laverty's accountant, that's when he took over the case.
SC12 interview present Superintendent Hastings, DS Arnott, DCI Gates, Police Federation representative, DCI Alice Pryor.
May I, sir? Perhaps we could postpone this interview. DCI Gates has only just learned that a personal acquaintance is missing, presumed dead.
He's calling her an acquaintance now.
Let's do this.
As it happens, DS Arnott's point was a good place to start. DCI Gates, how would you describe your relationship with Jacqueline Laverty?
Jackie and I knew each other 20 years ago. She was Jackie O'Connor back then and we were engaged. But she broke it off to marry a businessman called Andrew Laverty and we lost touch. We were reacquainted some 5 months ago She told me about her property business and that she was after a head of security. She wondered if I might recommend some recently retired officers. And I made the mistake of giving her my card.
Mistake?
Yeah, she called me the next day, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. She wasn't interested in ex-officers. Jackie was recently divorced from Andrew Lafferty, and she made no bones about wanting to pursue a sexual relationship with me.
And how did you respond?
I told her that I was now a happily married man with 2 young daughters. She wouldn't take no for an answer. And over the course of the next few months, Jackie Lafferty became my stalker.
And did you report this?
No, sir.
Why not, DCI Gates?
Because she's a good-looking woman, sir. And we had a past. And there's no smoke without fire, is there?
So, can you tell me how you became involved in the hit-and-run incident that Miss Laverty reported?
Well, actually, sir, initially it was reported as a stolen vehicle. It was only afterwards that the vehicle was linked to the hit and run.
Are you aware the victim of the hit and run was Jackie Laverty's accountant?
DCI Gates is entitled to be questioned by an officer at least 1 rank superior.
Are you aware that the victim of the hit-and-run was Jackie Laverty's accountant?
Yes, sir.
When did you act on it?
And when did you act on it?
What is this, Keith Harrison Orville?
It's all right, Alice. Let them fire away. As soon as I became aware of that information, I acted on it.
So straight away? Not straight away.
I was concerned about Jackie's manipulative behavior. But once I set that aside, I acted properly by attempting to arrest her for manslaughter.
She had a large house, luxury cars, expensive offices. Didn't you ever wonder where the money was coming from?
She appeared to be a successful businesswoman, and she received a substantial settlement in her divorce.
Well, and you had no inkling at all that there might be some financial irregularity?
Absolutely none at all, sir.
DCI Gates, how did you come by the information that Jackie had killed her accountant? This is the critical piece of evidence against your stalker. Surely you remember exactly how you found out.
DCI Gates was not prepared for this line of questions. I request them in writing with a statutory 10 days to respond.
Rita Bennett informed me. The civvy support.
I took a statement from Rita Bennett prior to this interview. I wonder if her recollection matches yours.
DCI Gates.
The information came in from County CID regarding the identity of the victim. That was 3 days after Miss Laverty informed me about her stolen car.
You should have a copy of that statement.
Yeah, I'll see to that, Alice, yeah.
The information you've just given. Why isn't it in the computer file? Your answers match what Rita said and what she claims she entered in the file, but it's not there. Why not?
She must be mistaken.
You deleted it.
Stop right there. We're all aware of IT problems as a day-to-day reality. Have you any proof that this file was deleted?
Couldn't be on the hard drive.
The database can be accessed by any computer from the mainframe. Do you intend to impound them all, DS Arnott? Send the whole station back to bikes and whistles?
DCI Gates' relationship with Jackie Laverty clearly affected his handling of the hit and run. It's inappropriate for him to remain SIO on her disappearance.
I was not the problem, she was. I went to arrest her.
Something that you should put to Tony's superior officer.
Well, I certainly will, Alice. If he'll deign to respond.
Can we go, please?
DCI Gates, I have mobile phone records relating to your account and Jackie Laverty's account.
Sit down. Please. DCI Gates, sit down. These came over this morning, Alice. You'll see last week's authority for the release of phone data.
The most recent records are consistent with your testimony, DCI Gates. Calls and texts from Miss Laverty directed to your phone. None of the calls answered by you. One-way traffic. Go back a little further, and you're calling her. Texting her. Would you like me to read an example of one of the text messages sent by you to Miss Laverty last month?
DCI Gates.
No.
So, can you tell us your true relationship with Jacqueline Laverty, please?
We had a one-night stand for old time's sake. I wanted to end it, but she used it against me. Sir, I was protecting my family.
Well, I think it's fair enough to say that we have grounds to remove you from the case, DCI Gates.
Fine, sir.
Fine. Thank you, DCI Gates.
Where were you last night?
Hold your horses.
It's a simple question. You don't have to respond, DCI Gates. It's too short notice to come up with an alibi.
Let's leave it there, Tony.
I went home very late. I didn't want to wake my wife, so I slept in the spare room, but I couldn't sleep for worrying about the case against Jackie. So that's when I decided to go and arrest her.
Witnesses?
As I said, I was careful not to wake my wife.
So you didn't spend the night with Jackie Laverty?
No, I did not.
Why didn't you call for backup?
Backup when?
When you arrived, alone and found evidence of extreme violence.
Well, I knew that my team were en route, and when you turned up, I assumed between the two of us, we were up to the task.
I had to climb over the gate. How did you get in?
How...
Did you climb over the gate?
No,
Your car was parked on the drive. Either you climbed over the gate with it tucked under your arm, or Jackie Laverty let you in.
I opened the gate.
What's the code? Tell me the code!
It'll be on Jackie's contact information. There. 2366.
And I think we should call it a day there.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Sir, I sincerely hope you don't consider you have enough grounds to press for suspension. DCI Gates has been extraordinarily
Last number on
cooperative.
Jackie's account. Mobile phone she called last night. 079 002 4731. Who did she call?
I got no idea.
You weren't present when she made that call.
No.
That's enough, Steve.
Sir, DCI Gates has no criminal case to
Forensic
answer.
scene investigators are currently harvesting DNA and fibers from the house.
Yeah, and they're likely to find some of mine. You know, from a previous visit. Because I'm not denying I wasn't ever there. And of course, I was there this morning. With you.
Interview terminated. No suspension.
Thank you, sir.
Tony?
Yeah, but you know I see her all over her.
I see her over everything at the moment.
Look, I've let you down. I had a relationship that's compromised me professionally. But none of it, really, none of it reflects on any of you. In fact, it makes your loyalty all the more humbling. But a woman's missing, almost certainly deceased. And Chief Superintendent Hilton is in the process of appointing another officer to lead that investigation. And we will render that officer every assistance, okay?
Hi, DS Arnott. I called this morning.
The glass found at the scene is teeming with evidence. It's very moist. We sampled saliva from around the rim. And we got 2 high-quality fingerprints from the side. Prints appear to be from the same person. Initial assessment is they match the control prints from the house.
The Jackies.
Yep.
What about the whiskey bottle?
Sorry. No, nothing.
Just Jackie's prints again, you mean?
No, I mean nothing. It's been wiped down.
Thank you. I'll be back for the DNA reports.
But from now, our focus shifts completely to the double murder on Greek Lane and the killing of Wesley Duke. So,
Excuse me. You better come quick, sir.
Keep his nose out, can he?
hey, DS Arnott, kindly desist.
I want this car impounded as evidence. I want it cordoned off and I want him kept away from it.
Then get yourself a warrant.
What are you looking for? Sugar?
You wiped down the whiskey bottle, but I know there's a glass missing from the crime scene. He took it because it's the only thing that proves he was there.
Oh, now you're screwed, Sound. He's on to your George Michael CD.
We done?
Let's go after some bad guys, shall we? Found anything, Sherlock? Wasting your time, mate.
A thorough search of the property revealed no clues to Jackie Laverty's whereabouts. We did a ring around of local hospitals. No one matching her description's been admitted. We established a track on a mobile phone. Nothing. It's been switched off all day.
That's as far as we got when Gates was brought off the case.
He fought tooth and nail to keep it. He knows what the forensics are going to sound like in front of a jury when the body's found.
Whoever killed Jackie did it quickly and moved the body without leaving a trace. It sounds like a professional job. Maybe she won't be found.
That whiskey glass is the only physical evidence that can place Gates at the crime scene.
What?
The search on Gates's car, it came over as desperate.
He's the one who's desperate. I'll push him from the outside, you push from the inside. He'll crack. Make him lead us to that whiskey glass, Kate.
Forensics never found anyone's DNA except the 2 victims.
Professional crew, then. Gloves, the works.
The search never found any sacks of drugs stashed under the floorboards, but there was residue. Very pure crack cocaine.
Or maybe they weren't just muscling in on somebody else's territory.
They were out trading on quality.
I'm going to get over to the alleyway. I want to familiarise myself with Wesley's murder.
Do you mind if I tell you anything?
Just give me a minute. DCI Gates. What a forensics shit.
Jesus bloody Christ, we could all go down the pen with him.
Hey, he stood by you.
Don't make out he's some kind of saint.
I'm going there now.
We all tick a box for Tony in front of the top brass.
Yeah, and we all know which box you tick.
You too.
Screw you, Nige.
Wonder if you backed the wrong horse, are you, Dot?
Whoever committed the murders at Greek Lane knows we're after them. They couldn't have been more blatant in showing they're behind this one, too.
So you think this was a warning?
Well, maybe they're taunting us.
A double murder behind closed doors is one thing. This is a triple now. And they hung Wesley up there for everyone to see.
So we've got CCTV in for Greek Lane.
There wasn't any CCTV on the street.
Footage from nearby traffic cams.
Get back to the station and go through it, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, who's taken over the Jackie Laverty case?
DI Ian Buckles. Why?
Oh, The whole station heard Arnott accuse you of being with Jackie Laverty last night.
Arnott's got nothing on me.
That's not what I meant, sir. You've lost someone close. I'm here if you need to talk.
Hey, darling, I'm really sorry about...
Just glad you're okay. One of your team's been telling me about last night.
Hello, sir. Actually, Mrs. Gates, I'm not on your husband's team. I'm in another department that's taken an interest in last night's events.
Where are the girls?
They're at clubs.
This is work, darling.
Come on, Sammy.
Go. Thanks. Get out.
Mrs. G was relieved to hear you were working last night. I wondered if you dropped in for a nap in the spare room, like you stated in your interview. She explained the bed hadn't been slept in. Seems there's very strong circumstantial evidence telling me your statement is false.
Circumstantial evidence. That's the best you got.
I know you wiped down the whiskey bottle and moved the glass. That glass is hard physical evidence you're an accessory to the crime.
But it's evidence you don't have.
I'll find it. Got this one chance to call your solicitor. Come to the station and change your statement before it's too late.
I'm not going to do your job for you, Arnott. If you want to take me down, you're going to have to do it yourself. Now get the fuck out of my house.
When you're in a hole, stop digging. For your wife's sake. For your daughter's.
Get out.
Nice house. Shame. Have a good day, sir. Thank you again, Mrs. Gates.
What the hell were you up to last night?
I'm handling a triple murder. He's AC-12. It's, anti-corruption.
Anti-corruption? Oh my God, Tony.
They've got nothing, which is why he's so desperate.
He's got something on you there, hasn't he?
No. Really nothing.
Why is he around our house?
Because he's a prick, darling.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sort it.
Can you?
I can, and I will. I promise. Jules?
How dare you? No one can ever come between me and my husband. You keep away from this family.
I've developed a rough timeline of the night of the Greek Lane murders. 4 hours before the murder. That's the unmarked car carrying Dot and Deepak. They went straight into position on Greek Lane. Skip on 2 hours. A Subaru is heading from Moss Heath to Kingsgate. 10 minutes later, the same Subaru takes the same route. 10 minutes later, same again.
He's driving circuits
Well, each of the circuits would allow him to swing by the Borough Grove estate.
where the lads are parked.
Well, skip on 2 hours, that's Dot and Deepak leaving the area. 5 minutes later, here comes the Subaru. Round the junction again. No more circuits. In fact, we don't see it again.
And what have we got on the vehicle?
Registration belongs to an identical make and model. They've claimed the plates.
We harvest the cars for the jobs and then dump them. Let's get patrol to be on the lookout for all vehicles with clone plates.
Yeah, I've already done it, sir.
That's a good job, Kate. I want everybody in on time tomorrow, please.
Yep.
You dirty bastards. Thanks, wanker.
Oi! Mrs. Pilkington! Ryan! It's the police! Keeling! Mrs. Pilkington, it's PC Banerjee from Kingsgate Station. Ryan was meant to come in to give a statement this morning.
What this time?
We intervened in a street altercation, Mrs. Pilkington. Ryan alleges he was assaulted by an elderly neighbour, Mr. Alf Butterfield. Can I come in, please, Keeling? Checked at his school. He said he hadn't been in all week. Keely, where's Ryan?
How should I know?
This is serious, Keely. Ryan's failed to attend for his interview.
What's it got to do with me?
Well, he needs to be accompanied by responsible adults.
What's his social worker in it?
Well, if the little bugger's not here, there's no case to answer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Butterfield. We've already generated a crime number. There's no room for manoeuvre.
PC Larkin means either you accept the caution or it goes to court.
Take the caution. Home in time for bargain hunt.
Yeah, but that will mean you have a criminal record for a public order offence.
But criminal record? Well, he's the bloody criminal.
Fine. Have it your own way.
Hey, there was a detective. Now, she said she'd take care of everything. Yeah, I wrote down her name. Oh, this is all her fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Show him in.
Thank you.
Sorry, Tony. Sorry. Worst possible timing. I've got to dash.
I only need a minute, sir.
The interview with AC-12 puts us in a delicate position.
I thought it best to come clean.
That's admirable, but really, I'd rather let the dust settle before we have a definitive conference. I'll have Sheila put something in the diary for next week.
You weren't so shy about standing by me when the chief constable was hanging a medal around my neck, sir.
Yes. Ian, Tony, you know D.I. Buckles has taken over the Laverty disappearance?
Yeah.
Any news?
We've got the dogs out, sir, but there's no trace of the body yet.
That's disappointing.
We're developing her money laundering as a lead.
And?
Sir, we've had a major breakthrough on the triple murders.
You have?
Yes. We should have it cracked 2, maybe 3 days.
I can take that to the chief constable.
Absolutely, sir.
Well, that's excellent. Well done, Tony.
We should,
Don't make any assumptions about Jackie Laverty's fate. She was facing a manslaughter charge. She could have faked this whole thing.
Right,
No, she had the cash and the connections to get herself out of the country. Maybe her ex is involved.
Okay,
AC are talking crap about that whiskey glass. Don't make a tit out of yourself chasing shadows. I've seen too many ambitious young DIs looking up the ladder without realizing they've stepped on a big slippery snake. Do you know what I mean? Good to see you.
Sir?
Patrol sighted a vehicle with clone plates on Moss Heath Road. Backup's ready to roll.
Okay. Mobilise tactical ops. Full armour. We'll do risk assessment en route. Let's go.
I'll call Josh.
Let's go, let's go!
Okay, mate. Josh, meeting us there, boss.
CO20 joining. DCI Gates joining.
Stand down. DC Fleming, stand down.
What are you talking about? We're on a job.
Do I have to arrest you? Stand down, Kate. Fleming's been restricted to desk duty, sir.
Christ, sir, do something.
I don't have time for this right now, Kate. There's been activity on Jackie Laverty's phone. Get a triangulation and phone it through.
What's going on with Kate?
Ain't got a stick.
Convoy, urban pursuit imminent.
Someone's been bugging me, boss. Arnott was totally convinced you were with Jackie the night she disappeared. Only people who knew you weren't answering a job phone was me, Dot, and Kate.
Target vehicle not sighted.
DCI Gates fine.
Nige, it's Kate.
Triangulation will take some time, but I can give you the nearest base station.
DC Fleming standing by. Stand by for base station.
What the hell's going on, Leah? There's been a complaint made about you from some old boy called Alf Butterfield.
Oh, Christ.
DC Fleming, come in.
Fleming.
T-Mobile base station, 93016 macro cell.
93016.
Corner of Goswell Road and Spedmore Avenue.
Corner of Goswell Road and Spedmore Avenue.
Corner of Goswell.
I heard.
Target vehicle sighted, black four-wheel drive.
DCI Gates to backup. Continue as directed. I'm going on another call.
Boss, what are you doing?
Jackie's alive, Nige.
Alexander Avenue, 100 metres southwest of intersection with Prince Charles Avenue.
Alexandra Avenue, 100 metres. Repeat, 100 metres.
Southwest of intersection with Prince Charles Avenue.
Got it.
Thanks, Kate. Next should be Alexander Avenue. Here it is, Alexander. Left, 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 left.
In pursuit, black four-wheel drive, travelling southbound on Prince Charles Avenue.
Target turning, he's turning.
Lost him. Not visual. Repeat, not visual.
Nige, get in. We're going after him.
Health and safety. This is not a designated pursuit vehicle. Whatever.
Where? I haven't a clue. Get out on the road after them. I'm gonna guide in the backup.
Tone?
DCI Gates to backup. I'm visual with a target vehicle heading north on Prince Charles Avenue.
Tone? Tone!
Still visual. North on Prince Charles.
Bloody hell, Tone.
Still visual. North on Prince Charles. Still visual.
Received.
Where's Jackie? Is she still alive?
You dirty bastard!
You little shit!
Yeah, Tommy? He's here.
Jackie was working for me. Now you are. Unless you want her body being found with your dirty business all over her and your prints on the knife, keep the phone. Don't call us. We'll call you.
You pig bastard. You pig bastard. Pig bastard. Pig bastard!
Any luck with the DNA on the whiskey glass?
Well, we sampled one set of DNA from the rim.
Don't tell me. It matches Jackie's. Well?
You said not to tell you.
Come here.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I'm chasing forensics that placed Gates to Jackie's murder.
You got me?
No.
No. But you've just made a spectacle of yourself by searching Gates's car in front of the whole station. Then you go and visit the man's wife at his house.
I'm trying to put pressure on. Play him at his own game.
See, are we expected to ask officers to behave professionally if you can't behave professionally yourselves? You're over the line here, son. You're way over the line. I'll tell you what. You better come back with a result out of this. For all our sakes.
Now they know we've ID'd the vehicle. We can expect it to turn up in the scrapyard anytime soon. I gotta go and tell Hilton, you lot get home. Go and have something to eat.
Fancy a pint, boss?
Not tonight, matey. What was that about desk duties today?
It's just some bollocks here. It's been sorted.
Right. I'll see you tomorrow.
You sure you're all right, sir?
Yeah. Doctor says I'm fine.
It's just you was out of contact for over an hour. What happened?
I was chasing around like an idiot and I made a tit out of myself. And I'd quite like to drop it.
Or maybe you need that pint after all. I just want to help, sir.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. I'm not sure that anybody can.
How are things at home, sir? Look, I'm no angel. I've got involved with the wrong bloke on the job and outside. Everyone has to let off a little bit of steam now and then. AC don't get it. They're robots, them lot. They don't get the difference between a corrupt copper and a decent one who made a mistake. I do. Everyone knows there's a piece of evidence that AC's after.
That doesn't exist.
Well, what if it did? Just give give me the chance to prove myself to you, sir.
This is a conversation we shouldn't be having, Fleming.
Well, if Arnott finds her, that's your career over, sir. A genuinely talented officer, all for one silly mistake.
I'm not Ben. Okay, I'm not. You know that, right?
Or is it, sir?
It's gonna skip. Who the bloody hell do you think you are?
Easy, Tone. That's not going to help, mate.
See down the drain, Gates? Kind of appropriate.
Oh, you're really loving this, ain't you, you bastard?
All right, everybody, just calm yourselves.
What's happening?
AC got a tip-off about the whiskey glass.
Anything?
Sorry, what was that about something going down the drain? Would that be your investigation?
Sorry, you're right.
You're a tit. And you, Buckles.
I don't get it, sir.
I made up a story about a phantom piece of evidence, and I told you that it was in a skiff. Nigel told it was in a ditch, and Dot that it was in a pond. Deepak, he's the one I told it was in that drain.
I've been up all night weighing up my career against helping you out.
No, Kate, that's
You
not what I'm...
bastard, sir.
Kate! Kate!
I was acting on apparently reliable information.
We've had a contact request from Colin Brackley. He was the senior firearms.
Screw him.
I wouldn't burn my bridges if I was you, son. Not now.
Let me buy you a drink.
I'm not staying. Just say what you came here to say.
The lads are all getting twitchy. We've all been suspended from active duty, and we've heard you're going to accuse us of lying to cover up breaking into the wrong flat.
And you're saying I screwed up the orders? Sent you in the wrong door?
This has gone out of hand, that's why I'm here.
Took guts for you lot to go in there thinking he was a bomber. All I know is we've all been asked to lie, and I'm the only one not going along with it.
We both know there was a massive failure of intel. The op was thrown together without proper prep. No one responsible wants to cop for that. That's why they're laying it on us.
There's no us.
There is if we all tell the same story.
And in return, none of the lads put any blame in my direction.
We're in this together, Steve.
An innocent man is dead.
There's not a day goes by I don't think about that. was the one who pulled the trigger. Sick with it, man. Can't sleep at night. Can't look any other copper in the eye. I'm bouncing my little boy on my knee and I'm just bursting out crying for no reason. You feel it too, don't you? The guilt. You knew the kill order was suspect if you hadn't passed it on.
Let me get you another drink.
Nothing's gonna bring him back. So what good does it do for us to be thrown on the scrap heap? Isn't it better? Isn't it a better service for us to put this behind us, be the cleanest, most dedicated officers on the job? You've already figured that out, haven't you? That's why you joined anti-corruption.
Pint, please.
You're over the line here, son. You're way over the line.
You take a shot at the king. Make sure you kill him, son.
So you're gonna take all of us down with you? Are you, sir?
You arrogant wanker. What do you want?
I'd like to speak to DC Fleming, if I may, sir.
How can I help, sir?
Yeah, you were involved in the trace on Jackie Laverty's phone. It's our best lead on her possible whereabouts.
Okay.
It'd be great to get your...
You want to speak to a member of my team? Put in a request in writing to me.
Excuse me, sir. I mean to talk to you. All this anti-corruption, it's bad for my nerves.
Sorry to hear that, Rita.
I'll have to go on the sick.
You'll be missed.
I don't know. 3 months, my migraines have got worse. From my union, I've something to say about it.
Sorry, Ted, I know you've been chasing me. It occurred to me that neutral ground often makes for more productive conversations.
It's always nice to get out of the office, sir.
And frankly, I've been avoiding this conversation.
I was beginning to feel a wee bit like the ginger stepchild there.
I spent 2 years in AC myself. I see the situation from both sides. If Gates had solved the triple murder, he could have shaken off these allegations. Now, he's a dead man walking. So why keep digging?
Well, for proof, sir, proof that Tony Gates was at a murder scene.
There are only so many drains you can look down before AC-12 becomes a laughingstock.
We followed procedure to the letter, sir.
I don't doubt it for a minute. But Tony Gates is, from the South. I'm sure you'd be mortified, Ted, mortified, if anyone formed the opinion that AC-12 makes a point of pressing charges against officers from the South.
Everyone receives the exact same treatment.
Of course. Of course. It's a delicate balance, but no one would welcome the accusation that the case against an officer from the South was being pursued with unusual alacrity.
Hey, Cameron. Good day.
Yeah, I'm here.
Your bud's money laundering is going to lead your lot to me. You better get it sorted out.
Look, I can't make a move without being watched.
That's your problem, you bent bastard.
Dad!
Hey, darling.
We love it when you pick us up.
Do you?
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd surprise you, Munchkin. Was that all right?
On a separate note, sir, we've had a complaint against DC Fleming from Alfred Butterfield, failure to assiduously investigate burglary and assault.
That's small fry. Station level.
Yeah, it's all to do with her time at the CID. I've had a look at the facts again, and I think DC Fleming really should return to normal duties with TO20.
Yeah, it's your call. Excuse me.